Alright, hello everybody. This is just going to be a short little video as a little bit of an update to what's going to be happening with the channel starting when this video comes out. It'll be tomorrow, I guess. Either way, as the channel currently stands, I am playing 5 different games solo every week with I'm not either. I'm playing 5 different games, 4 of them solo, one of them with another person, and then that's the weekdays, and then on the weekends, I am doing 2 different videos, generally with somebody else. I try to make them with somebody else. As it stands, that's becoming harder and harder to do due to reasons not within my control. So what's going to be happening with that is I'm going to change it up a bit. And the videos that normally come out Thursday are not going to be coming out Thursday anymore. Instead, they're going to be coming... Oh, fuck me, is this the office? It is. Instead, they're going to be coming out on Saturdays. Not yesterday, obviously. But going forward. This is so not The Office. But going forward, they'll be coming out on Saturdays. So Thursday's video will be moved to Saturdays. And instead of playing 4 different solo games during the week, I'm going to cut it down to 2. Because it's taking too long to get through some of these longer games. For example, I am currently playing both. For example, I just finished Cube and Spyro Year of the Dragon. I am still currently playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Spider-Man for the PS4. Spider-Man on the PS4, not nearly as long as Odyssey. So what I'm going to do then is, instead of starting 2 new games to replace Spyro and... Oh, wait, did I actually get... No. So instead of playing 2 new games to replace Spyro and replace Cube 2, instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up a little bit, and on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is all going to be the same game. So I'm going to be doing it currently. That will be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So going forward from this video, there will be 3 Assassin's Creed Odyssey videos a week until it's done. And on Tuesday and Thursday, just to break it up a bit, will be Spider-Man. Both of those days will be Spider-Man. Now, I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First reason is that it'll let me get through the games in a reasonable amount of time. As it stands, it is taking me too long to get through a lot of these longer games. Unlike a lot of channels out there, I leave in a huge amount of content in comparison to a lot of the channels out there. Because I leave in or at least I try to leave in all the side quests. I leave in side quests. I leave in main quests. That's really it. But in games like Assassin's Creed, or at least in Odyssey and Origins, obviously, that's a lot of stuff. So going forward, I feel like 3 days, and mainly because, like, with the rate that a lot of games come out at nowadays, it makes it a lot harder to keep up with it when I actually want to show all of it. When I started the channel, I promised myself if I started a game, I was going to finish it. And I don't want to break that promise to myself. So I'm going to continue that, so I'm going to keep that going. And I'm going to continue to finish games that I start on the channel. With that, that still leaves Sunday open. And what I'm going to do currently on Sundays, going from this video forward for a little bit at least, will be a little bit different. It'll be guide videos, kind of, more or less. Starting next Sunday will be guides for Hitman, not Hitman 2, and not the original Hitman, but the newest Hitman #1. Because I've been playing that, and I feel like it'd be a good game to do guides in, or at least I feel like it will be. We'll see going forward. But that'll be what that is for now. Hopefully, the multiplayer videos will make a return. As it currently stands, it seems to be oddly difficult to get Tyson and Eric to agree to spare an hour or two of their week to record videos with me. So, like I said, I'm going to take a little bit of a break from the multiplayer games for the moment, just to give myself a break, because it's been a little bit of a pain trying to get them together to do anything. Even just trying to get one of them to spare an hour in a week has been way more trouble than you would think. God damn it. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a break from that and do some Hitman. It's a game I really like. I really enjoy it. I feel like I could do some pretty solid videos in it. So yeah, that'll be what's happening going forward. Hopefully this will let me get through a few more games. Like, we'll be able to get through, I think, Origins, which is a little bit smaller than Odyssey. Definitely less DLC than Odyssey. Took me like 50 parts, I think it was, which is almost an entire year with one video a week. There was a few weeks where I released multiple videos, so it didn't quite take me a year. But it still took me almost a year to get through Origins. And as soon as Origins finished, I started up Odyssey, and it's been quite a while on that already. So I'd like to try and get it done a little bit faster, because I do have other games that I would like to play. I do have other games, but the problem, and I feel like one of the issues that I have with drawing people to my channel, is I don't generally play games that are new. There's a couple reasons for that. One of them is I don't make any money off my YouTube channel, so I'm tentative about just putting money into it. Like, there are certain games like Spyro and Assassin's Creed where I did pre-order them. I did have them ready. I did have videos going at release, because they were games that I was going to buy anyway. They were games I was going to play anyway. But then there are other games that I would like to buy so that I could play them for the channel. I'd like to pre-order them, but I don't make any money off the channel, so I can't really justify that as an expense, along with like the rest of like my bills and all that. So that's one reason that I don't get, because like I don't play the new games. I don't have the disposable income to just like buy whatever. Like, it's like, oh, this game looks interesting, let me buy that and I'll see if it'll make a video, because I can't really take the risk of it not making a video, especially or like it not being good, or it not being something that I can make more of a series out of. Like, it's just not an expense I can afford at the moment. And the other reason is because I leave so much in my videos, because I refuse to leave a game unfinished. Because, like, the worst thing for me as somebody who likes to watch gameplay on YouTube is when somebody is doing the campaign of a video game or something, and they get like part of the way through it, but then viewership drops, so they just stop the playthrough. Like, there's been so many Let's Plays and that I've started watch. I've been really interested in the game. I've wanted to see it, and the person just stops doing the Let's Play. They're like nowhere near the end of the game. They're partway through a storyline or a quest line or something. And they just stop because their viewership has dropped. And I don't want to be a channel that does that because as like for me, it's one of like the worst things that a YouTuber can do is to start something and just not finish it. And the other reason why I have a little bit of an issue bringing, or why I don't get through games why I have a little bit of an issue bringing people to the channel is because I end up, like, I think it takes me too long to get through games. Like I said, it took me almost a year to get through Odyssey, or to get through Origins. And while I know that if I personally am interested in a game, and somebody is going to do a full playthrough, even if it's going to take them that long, I personally would probably watch every part of that. And then once they finished it, since it was like a complete playthrough, I would probably end up watching it multiple times. Like there are quite a few playthroughs that are on YouTube that have actually been completed. Like they actually finished the game, and I've went back and I've rewatched those a few times. Because I know when I start, because now that I know that they're done, I know that when I start it, I'll get to see the whole story. So, that draws me in a bit more. It makes me want to rewatch it. Whereas, like I said, those other Let's Plays where, like, they stop partway through, like, even the ones that only have, like, 2 or 3 parts, I mean, odds are I'm not going to rewatch those because I know that they're not going to finish it, so I just don't see the point. So if I do 3 videos in Assassin's Creed a week, 2 in Spider-Man, because I don't think Spider-Man's going to be that long of a game. Or at the very least, I don't think it'll be as long as Assassin's Creed. So yeah, like I'll try and split up the games going forward in a way that hopefully will make sense, with like a longer game like Assassin's Creed, that being the 3-day, and then like a game that's probably still going to be a little longer. Fucking hell. Like a game that's going to be a little bit longer, like Spider-Man, but not quite as long, will be like the 2 days a week. That way it'll let me cycle through my games faster. It'll let me get through them faster. In theory, it should help me play more games, but it's just something that we're going to have to see, because, like, obviously, even 3 videos a week, Assassin's Creed is going to take a while. I don't know how long Spider-Man is, so, like, I can't say that it won't take a long time even at 2 videos a week, but I mean, like I said, it's just something we'll have to see going forward. But yeah, this is just like small update video because I needed a video for this week, because as for like the cutting out the multiplayer videos on the weekends, like I said, I needed videos for this weekend, and I couldn't get, like, 2 people couldn't get an hour out of either of them to record a video for this week. So I mean, there's not really much I can do about it, so I just figured, you know what, fuck it. It's been, like, I don't know if it shows in the videos, probably not. I mean, there has been a while now where, or there has been a few times now where I've had to release, like, a different kind of video. Like, there was that one weekend there that I did the classic play, which I might go back to at some point, where I played the original Super Mario Brothers. So, I might revisit. So, I might do another series of those at some point. But, like you have no idea how hard it is just to get an hour of Eric or Tyson's time. I mean, I try to set up, like, a day where it's like, hey, just every day, like, this day, this every week, it's an hour. I thought I could maybe do that. Couldn't get them to agree on a day. and just like every week it's a struggle to find a day where they'll actually do it. So I'm just gonna cut it out for now, see how it goes, and work from there. But yeah, thanks for watching the update video. Hopefully this doesn't throw a wrench. Just so anybody interested knows that just because I'm cutting out the multiplayer videos with Tyson and Eric does not necessarily mean that I won't still be doing multiplayer games. I still enjoy playing games like Siege and Paladins, and like games like that. I'll still come back to those. I'll still play those, and you still might see Eric or Tyson in them. But I'm just not gonna try and work around their schedules anymore. If I do decide to play one of those games for a weekend video or something, I'm just gonna message them, just gonna say, hey, I'm gonna be recording this at this time or on this day or something. And if they join, then they join. If they don't, I'm still making the video. I can't, like, there's been too many times where it's been very close, where like I've needed to, like, we got the video recorded like the day before it needed to come out, and it's stressful because if anything goes wrong for that video, like I lose the audio for some reason, or the footage didn't work right or something, anything like that, it doesn't give me time to re-record. It doesn't give me time to try and fix it. It's just, and I can't be having that anymore. So like I said, I'll be changing stuff up, and we'll see how it goes. So hopefully, like I said, hopefully that won't lose anything to anybody who's already watching the channel. If it does, I mean, sorry, but it's all I can do. I mean, it's not like I can offer to pay Eric Tyson to do videos for me. And in all honesty, I wouldn't want to. I mean, I'm asking him for an hour out of their day, and it just doesn't happen. So, like I said, so you'll see probably significantly less multiplayer videos coming out. Like I said, I do plan on doing Hitman guides. They won't be every weekend. Next weekend and the weekend after probably will both be Hitman guides, but odds are the weekend after that won't be, because my plans for them are to pick a map and do all the challenges in them, and show how to get all the challenges in them, and tips on how to get the challenges in that done. Because obviously there's more than one way to do the challenge, but you know, I'm going to give as much information I can. Hopefully it'll help people out. I mean, once again, I know Hitman's been out for a while, but it wouldn't be the first time that I've made my best viewed or my most viewed videos on my channel are still every week my guides for Sleeping Dogs, and that game is old as fuck at this point. So I feel confident that I know enough about Hitman. I can talk about Hitman well enough, and I'm good enough at Hitman to do guides that people want to see. Like I said, we'll have to see going forward, but I'm confident that I can do it well. But obviously after the first couple of maps in Hitman, it's going to be a lot harder to do it on a daily basis. So I'm not going to try, because it'll just be way too rough on me, because the maps get really fucking big after the first two, which is great, because I mean, it adds a lot of replayability to the game. It adds a lot of that to the game. But it's just gonna take me a lot longer to make those videos. So yeah, you'll probably see some Siege or some Paladins in like 3 weeks time, probably. Fucking kidding me? But until then, it'll probably be, but like I said, you'll have a couple of weeks of Hitman videos first. So yeah, that's been the update. Hopefully it goes well. We'll see going forward. But thanks everybody who watches me. I mean, even if you don't watch all my content, every view is appreciated. And yeah, if you like my content, share it around. If got somebody's interested in, well, currently Assassin's Creed mostly, or if you have any suggestions, like maybe I could do guides in other games, because I used to do a few different guides. I've done Sleeping Dogs. I've done, I think I did on one Uncharted guide for collectibles. I never did get my guide for Uncharted 2 done. And I lost all the footage that I did have recorded for it. So even if I went back to Uncharted, which I could, but the thing about those games is it takes, the thing about guides is it takes a lot of time to record guides, and I don't have a huge amount of time to record every week. And the amount of time it takes to record a guide compared to how long the actual video is rough. Like, I'll record for like hours and only get at most like an hour long video. So but yeah, like if you have any games that you think I have, or even if you don't know I have them but you'd like to see me do guides in them, feel free to suggest them in the comments of any video. I don't care what video. Like, you can suggest a guide for any game in any video. I don't care if you go to the end of a Soma, or if it's like a Soma video and you suggest that I do a guide for fucking Viva Pinata. It doesn't matter. I'll take it under consideration. If it's a game that I have, obviously it'll be more likely than if it's a game that I don't. But I do have more games than I've shown on the channel. There's just a lot of them that either I've already played, or I just don't see a video being made out of it. So, yeah. Or if there's a game that you'd like to see a video of, feel free to suggest that as well. I'm open to all suggestions. I've had, I think, since I've started my channel, I think I've had one video suggestion, which is actually the video or the game that I plan on doing after Assassin's Creed. So it's not necessarily that I took that hint or that I took that suggestion and used it. It's more of that I had already kind of planned to do that, and it just took me a while to get a hold of the game. But still, it's coming out. So yeah, like I said, any suggestions you have for the channel, or games that you want me to play, or stuff you'd like to see me do, leave them in any comment section of any video. Doesn't matter. If you are enjoying my videos, share them around. It would be really nice. Like, obviously, like the more views I get, if I actually start making money on the videos, I'll actually start being able to put more effort towards the videos. As it stands, this is basically a hobby for me, so like I'm not willing to like really disrupt my life or anything to put more than I am putting into it. In fact, at this moment, I'm putting way more into it than I probably should, considering that it makes me literally zero money. But that's fine. I'm still gonna do it. it's a hobby, but you know what? It's a hobby I enjoy. So thanks everybody for listening to me ramble, listening to the update, and thanks to anybody who is subscribed or who even has just watched one video. If you've watched one video of mine, thank you. I appreciate it. It's more views than a lot of my videos get.